Hello and welcome to Community Cooking. I'm your host, Kirk Leins. In our kitchen today, we have someone who is not a stranger to the Community Cooking kitchen. With me is Sarada Neelakantan.
Oh, hi, Kirk.
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, I mean, the last time you were here, you made some delicious food, and I am really excited about today as well.
Thank you.
Because the smells that are coming from here are amazing, and it's just so bright and colorful. Can you tell us about what you're doing this time?
Today we are making chole. It's a very popular dish in the northern India.
Okay.
From the state of Punjab.
Okay.
And it goes with bhature. It's an Indian flatbread.
Okay.
And they go together very well like macaroni and cheese, you know.
All
Chole
right.
bhature, it's common.
This Indian macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then there is 100 ways to make chole, but there is quick ways, there is longer process, and each state of India have their own take in making chole.
Okay, well, let's see yours. Are we going to get started on that first?
Yes.
Okay, we're doing that here, correct?
Yes.
All right, let me get this heated up for you here.
Okay.
All right, so where do we start with the chole?
Chole, we can start with a little bit of oil or ghee.
Okay, so you can use, because we've got both here. I see you've got both coconut oil and ghee.
Yeah, we can start with the ghee.
You want to do the ghee?
Yes.
And for people who are not familiar, ghee is that enough? Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ghee is just clarified butter.
Yes.
That then is kind of brought back to being a solid form in the refrigerator. You keep it in the refrigerator, so it solidifies again.
Yes, or you can even keep it outside, it won't get spoiled.
So it's butter that's had all the milk fats removed from it.
Yes.
And it's a humongous part of Indian cooking.
Yes, yes, and in Ayurveda and all that is good for health too.
Well, it's so funny because, in Americans, we're sort of taught like butter's bad.
Right.
And, I think nowadays things are a little different. There was a time when people wanted us to eat margarine. Now we're back to butter.
No.
But actually in Ayurvedic medicine and in the Indian culture, ghee, the clarified butter, is highly healthful.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because it helps with all your internal organs. They can't use margarine. They
No.
need ghee for bone strength, muscles, for every organ in your body. They need that to build it up.
And it tastes good.
It tastes good, yeah.
Okay.
But just moderation, everything in moderation is good.
Right. Okay, so we can see our ghee is melted very, very quickly.
Yes. So what we'll do is I have my spice rack here.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with cumin.
Cumin seed.
Yes. So I put half a
Now these are
teaspoon
gonna
of
pop.
cumin. Yes.
Right?
It's going to pop.
Oh, and get so fragrant. And this is a very, very common technique in Indian cooking.
Yes.
Is allowing these spices to bloom like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Whether it's cumin, mustard seeds, we let it splutter. And then I'm going to put a couple of bay leaves.
Bay leaves.
Okay. And then I think I'm ready to put some onions in it.
Okay. Would you like me to help you with that?
Yes.
Okay, here, the water's gonna want to splatter there. So we can kind of get that moving around.
Yes.
All right, so red onion, is that the onion of choice?
I prefer red onions, but you can use any onion.
Doesn't
you
matter?
have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me turn that down just a touch, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right. So we got our onion and we got some of our spices in there.
Yes. So while this is cooking, I want to show, can you hand me the raw garbanzo beans?
I can. These are garbanzo beans that are dried that you would buy in the supermarket in a little plastic bag or in a bulk bin.
Yes.
Okay.
And this, you can also use canned garbanzo beans, but you can also use the raw garbanzo beans. And I soak it overnight and wrap it with cheesecloth.
And this is what happens. They actually sprout.
They actually sprout. Do you see this? They actually sprout, and then.
Now I've soaked them overnight, but I've never wrapped them in cheesecloth, so I've never seen them sprout like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. After a few hours, you drain the water and wrap them in cheesecloth, and it sprouts. And after that, I cook it with a little bit of turmeric.
And then that would be this product here.
Yes.
And how long would you cook that in water, in some boiling or simmering water with some turmeric? And how long are we talking?
At least 40, 45 minutes.
Okay, and does that soften up to...
Yes. If you
Okay.
press it, it should smash.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So,
Not crunchy at all anymore.
yeah.
Okay.
So we can use that, or we can use the canned garbanzo beans, but I prefer this.
Why
you know.
not? And much more cost effective.
Yes.
Okay.
And sprouting, and you can sprout this way any beans you want. Mung beans, any beans, kidney beans, and sprouted, since sprouting is so healthy for,
Right,
you know,
okay.
it increases the vitamins, the enzymes and everything, so
Beautiful.
that helps. So, and now we can get started on other masalas.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with turmeric.
Turmeric, very
Yeah.
good. Very prevalent in Indian cooking.
Yes,
Very good for digestion,
yes.
and it also makes things a beautiful yellow color.
Yes. And then I'm going to add some red chili powder.
For a little bit of heat.
Yes. How spicy you like?
I'm good with spice.
Okay.
I'm good with spice for
Okay,
sure.
good. Okay, and then I'm going to add some garam masala.
Garam masala.
And then this is called Cholae masala.
Okay.
It has cinnamon, cloves. It's a combination masala,
Well,
cumin, coriander.
Well, anytime you hear the word masala, that basically
That's it.
means a mixture of things,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
And you can easily buy in Indian grocery, so you don't have to make it yourself.
Right. Okay.
So that's it. That's all the masalas we are putting.
All right. And then what do we add to this?
Then we add some tomatoes.
I have tomatoes over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's add those.
All of these?
Yes.
Okay. That's going to give it some water and pick up some of these,
Yes. Yes.
sort of deglaze the pan with that.
Yes.
All right.
And then let's cover it and let the water come
So
out.
aromatic. That is ridiculously good smelling. Okay, so we're going to cover that and
Yes.
then just sort of bring the water out of those tomatoes.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes.
We can probably turn the heat down a little since it's covered.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
The next thing is I want to make the Indian flatbread.
Okay.
So
okay,
I'll
let me take
just-
that for you.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so we have a bowl here, and I'm using all-purpose flour.
All right.
So this chole will go with rice, bread. You can use whole wheat flour, chapati, puri, roti. But bature is classic. So
Okay.
I'm using the all-purpose flour, and then I add a little bit of soda.
Just a little bit of baking soda for
Ba-
leavening.
Yes. And this is called ajwain or aniseed. You can smell
Oh,
it.
aniseed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and this helps in digestion too. So
It
it's
does.
yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
funny because I've read that. You know, there was a time where I was battling with a little indigestion, and I read that, and I used to chew on those and make things a lot
Or
better.
you can also make a tea out of it. Put some boiling water and
Makes sense.
drain.
Yeah.
And it's very good. And this is cream of wheat.
It's something also used in Indian cooking.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
We can make dessert out of it. We can
Right.
use, it gives some roughness to it.
Okay, a little texture.
So yeah, so I've just add that, and then we can add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
It's over there with
Oh,
with
got
other
it.
stuff. Yeah,
Here we go. Just a pinch.
just a pinch.
All right.
And it's all optional. You can add a little bit of sugar too if you want.
Okay. That'll.
But it's optional, you know. If you don't want it, you don't have to.
Okay.
And then just there's no way to do it just to get dirty.
Right on. And you're and really also not just. I mean, you're also kind of eyeballing it there.
Yeah. And then a little bit of yogurt too.
Oh, all right. Now, by a little bit, you just mean like just kind of barely poured in
Yeah,
there?
like quarter cup maybe or a little bit, yeah.
Right, like
Yeah,
that?
that's it.
Okay.
That's it. So
And the
I-
yogurt probably gives that a nice, like, sort of tang to it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'll put a little bit more dough
Flour,
to
just
it.
to, all right. So you've saved a little bit of flour just in case it's too soft, too
Yeah.
loose. You can
Yeah.
tighten it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those tomatoes are giving off their water.
Okay. Now we can add the chana, the cooked chana.
All right, so now we're going to add our cooked garbanzo beans.
Yes.
All right, and mix that up.
Yes. And then we can add some water to it. We can also add mashed potato to it. A lot of people add that. I also add a lot of mashed potatoes.
That sounds
sometimes.
yummy. Yeah.
So, or you can just make it like this. This is basic chana masala, you know.
Okay.
I will add some water.
All right. And that's just to kind of pick up whatever. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Go for it.
I'll let you help.
There we go.
And then
This
let
is
it
what's
cook.
going to make sort of the
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. This one, I think I added a little bit extra water to it, but it has to be stiff dough.
Okay. Well, you have a little bit more flour. Do you want to add some flour back in there?
Sure. So after we mix it up,
Okay.
and then it makes a stiff dough, and then you just let it sit, you can rub a little oil over it.
Okay. And what we end up with is basically
Yes.
this right here,
Yeah,
correct?
this also get fermented.
Well, right.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then it,
Beautiful.
so it just keep it a little stiff texture, and then it will swell up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's
Yeah.
nice and firm. Okay.
Yes.
And that
So-
takes how long to do?
It takes like a couple of hours. Let it sit for a couple of hours
Okay.
after you make it.
All right, so make ahead then.
Yeah.
Great. All right, so we're going to roll this out now?
Yes.
All right, we can get your rolling pin here. You need probably a little bit of flour on your board,
Yes,
right?
Yes. Actually, what I do is I take this.
You know, while you're doing that, I'm going to grab you some paper towels.
Okay.
How does that sound? I've got to take care of the guests.
Thank you.
Here we go. There you are.
Thank you.
Sure.
So yeah, this will just simmer and simmer. Let it cook for half an hour, 40 minutes in medium to low flame.
Okay.
And the more it cooks, the better the flavor it will come.
It smells amazing.
Thank you.
Smells amazing.
We can add some salt also.
Okay, at this point now?
Yeah.
All right. That's right, we haven't really added any salt to this yet,
Yeah,
have we?
yeah.
It's going to need some salt. Okay.
Yeah. So that's all it takes. It just keeps cooking for
Beautiful.
45 minutes. Can add mashed potato to it too.
Oh.
So,
I can imagine this being served with a lot of different things.
so the next thing is Indian flatbread. So I take a little bit of this.
Okay. All right, so you get a little flour on it.
Yes. And
gonna
roll,
roll
it
it out. Nice, like almost like a little tortilla.
Yeah, yeah,
And you can see the seeds in there.
yes. The ajwain seeds, that will help you digest it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, these are going to be good, I can tell already.
Thank you.
A lot of different types of breads in Indian cuisine.
Yes, yes.
You
Bread
know, and
rice.
crackers, the papadum, and the,
Oh, yes.
you know, and then
Yes.
you've got, and then of course we've got naan. Everybody knows naan.
Yes, yes. And there is, they also have, they
Now-
call it chakri or something. There is a rolled,
There's also the-
twisted, all kind of things.
Now, roti is a dish, correct? That's actually like a,
The roti is a flat bread, but you just dry cook it on the pan.
oh, okay.
It's
all right.
not fried.
It's
know.
not fried. This is actually
Yeah.
going to be fried.
Yeah. So I kept 2 of them ready. And then maybe we can, also now we can use it to mash the,
Oh, do you need this?
yeah, we
Oh.
can just mash it a
Oh,
little bit.
Okay, is it soft enough to mash a little bit?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we actually just sort of break it down a
Yeah,
little bit with
yeah.
this. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was wondering what that was for. All right. Probably after a little while, it might be a little easier too.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be all mashed up. It's good
Just to
like,
kind of leave it, yeah, you want to
yes.
leave it with some texture,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
All right.
And then we can use the other stove also. We can get the
All right,
other
you ready
stove.
for that?
Yes.
I will grab that for you. Okay, coming on in here.
Okay.
And then why don't you pick those up?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's-
Now leave it on the side of my plate.
All right, we're going to turn that on. So we're going to open flame there.
Okay.
And what are you going to put on? what are you gonna
Before I make the flatbread, What I want to do is I want to also make pineapple
Okay,
raita.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do something else first. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, this is on, right?
Do you need the heat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little bit, slightly.
Tiny. All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, lost it. Hold on. And
okay.
there we go.
So what I'm going to use is I'm going to dry roast my black pepper,
Okay.
and I'm going to dry roast some cumin seeds.
So once again, getting those oils in the seeds to sort of bloom and bring out the beautiful flavors that kind of
Yes.
have a tendency to sort of subdue themselves when they sit around.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to dry roast it, and when the aroma comes, then it's done. Sometimes,
right.
yeah. Sometimes the black peppercorn will splutter. So the
Right,
first one
okay.
splutters, you're done.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So I dry toast it,
Oh,
and then
that's
what
great.
I'm going to do is I'm going to grind it. That will go with the pineapple raita.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those unfamiliar, raita is somewhat of a dip, I guess you would say?
Yeah, it's a yogurt.
Yeah, it's made with
Any-
yogurt. It's
yes.
a condiment, I guess is the best way to describe it, right?
Yes, and it goes well with the Indian flatbread. You take one dip of curry, one dip with the raita, then
Right.
it cools you off. The curry is
Right.
hot, raita is cool,
Right.
you know.
Right. So it's sort of a condiment, sort of a condiment that's got many uses.
Yes, yes.
All right.
And raita can be made million ways. It can be, you can use cucumber raita, you can use pineapple,
I was
you
gonna say,
can use
I've had
carrots.
right.
can
Some
use-
of it very almost closely resembles like Greek tzatziki. Some of it's very close to that.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
little bit thinner. Tzatziki's a little bit thicker.
Oh,
It's more of a
okay,
thick
okay.
consistency to it.
Okay. So I think I smell.
Yeah, I can see it actually.
Right.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yes.
See, I
and then
can
you hear it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I see some splutter.
Okay,
so I'm
so
going to
we've-
move this down
All right.
and let it cool.
Should I turn this off for the time being, or do you want to heat
no,
up your oil?
let's heat up the oil.
Great.
So we can have some more heat to it.
You got it. All right, there you go. And this now is coconut oil.
This is coconut
And
oil.
for those unfamiliar, coconut oil, when you get it, looks like that.
Yes.
It doesn't look like oil. It's in a solid form. And
Only
when-
because it's cold here, like where I grew up in India, it will be liquid.
that's like the end of a joke. It's so hot in
Yeah,
India that our
yeah.
coconut oil is actually oil.
Oil, yeah. But the funny thing is, my native place is south of India, where it's tropical, and the
Right.
temperature stays constant, 80, 75, 80. So the coconut oil is always liquid. But that's my native place, my grandma's home. And in north, where I grew up, the coconut oil during winter will get solidified. So when I was little, I'll tell my grandma, oh, the coconut oil is not solid there. It gets, my grandma was not used to it. She said, coconut oil never turns solid.
Oh,
what are
that's
you
funny.
talking
That's
about?
funny.
I'm like,
So, and,
yeah.
now, southern India, that is like a lot of vegetarianism down there, correct?
Yes, the whole of India.
Right, but also now southern also, is that the spicy? Is it, or is it north?
It's a little spicy.
Okay, that's what I thought.
North
That's what-
also is spicy, but the south is a little bit more spicy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I knew that there was one of those two areas had more of a spice element to the food.
I grew up in central India, so I got soaked into
You got a
all
little
the
everything,
different
right.
cuisine.
So our oil is now pretty much.
Yeah.
And that went
What I'm going to do,
fast.
I'm going to do a little bit of dough to see if it's done. See, it's getting up. Yeah.
So when it bubbles around the dough, we know it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this on and use this.
Oh, and you know, it's so nice when you fry in coconut oil because everything smells like coconut.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and one thing that I got turned on to with the coconut oil is French toast.
Oh, I heard
American
about
French
that.
toast.
I heard about that.
You know, think about how wonderful that is, adding a little bit of a coconut flavoring to your French toast in the morning. Really, really
I need
delicious.
to taste that because I saw it on TV one time. I need to taste that.
Now, this like puffs up like that, huh?
Yes, yes. It puffs up like that.
But then does it come back down after it sits?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's almost like a little bit of like a pita.
Yeah. So this is the bature,
Okay. I'm gonna
and
give
I'll
you-
put it.
do that.
I
Look at that. It's
flip that.
beautiful.
I think
Beautiful.
I'll flip that up so you can see the transparent.
Oh, okay. All right. Looked beautiful the way it was, but I'm going to trust you on that. Oh, and this cholae smells so delicious. Beautiful.
Okay, so.
Look at that. It goes very fast.
Yes.
So
yes.
you can really whip out a lot of these pretty quickly,
yes,
right?
Yes. And I'll turn this off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And last one, and we should probably get started on our raita now.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you drain it. You can use a paper towel also later on
Sure.
if you don't want too much oil.
You probably need this back.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Let's put together our raitas and so I can have a taste of this.
Okay, so let's have the bowl with pineapple.
Okay. There you are.
Okay, so it's very simple.
All right.
I have these pineapple pieces. I have the spice.
Fresh
that we
pineapple
toasted.
that we can get at the Torrance Farmers Market anytime.
Yes,
Great.
Yes. And I'm just going to put this in. And Kirk, would you like to grind it
Absolutely.
for
We've got this in a little mortar and pestle.
me? Yes.
And how finely do you need this ground?
Not some powdery, it could be a little crunchy, it's okay.
Right. And I would imagine that you probably are doing it this way not only because this is the way it was done for hundreds, thousands of years,
Right,
but
right.
also, too, there's probably something to be said about this process over putting it into like a coffee grinder or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I
not
think
shocking.
the more, it stays more intact that way, and it comes out better.
And there's something from the love that you give it with
Yeah.
your own two hands. Okay, how are we looking
Okay.
there? We
Very good, very
Perfect.
good.
Great.
We may not even need all of it, but
Okay.
what I can do is I put a little bit
Nice.
now, and then we can add some yogurt.
Yogurt? How much yogurt would you like to add to this?
We can add the whole thing.
The whole thing, that's easy. All right. Okay.
And then I'll use the spoon and mix it up.
So those are our fennel seeds, our black pepper.
Yes. And then we can add a little bit of sugar.
Okay. Got some of the raw sugar here.
Yes.
A little bit more?
A little bit more we can add. Or you can skip it too if you don't want to add sugar,
Okay.
And little bit of cilantro. We can take a little bit of cilantro.
Oh, we have some here already cut up. Is that
Yeah,
that will fit?
yeah, I can use that, yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's going to be great.
Good looking, Kirk.
Yeah.
It's in front of my eyes. I can see.
We're a team. We're a team.
Okay, so
That's
this
beautiful.
is it. This is it.
Beautiful.
And maybe a little bit of more spice, and that's it.
And now
So
you would
now you're
put that
ready
in
to eat.
something like this?
Yes.
Now, I know that you have some of the chobe, right?
Cholae.
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 You have some of that you cooked yesterday because
Yes.
what you were explaining to me is that this really benefits from the longer it sits.
Yes.
Kind of
yes.
like chili or
Yes.
pasta sauce or
Yes.
something like that.
It tastes better the next day than that day.
Okay, so we're actually going to dish from another pot over here.
Okay. And that we can just also season with some cilantro.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, and that would be something that you would want to add kind of
Yes,
towards the
yes.
end there so that it wouldn't
Yes.
go gray on you because
Yes.
that cilantro you want to keep the green. And it's got a really nice thick consistency to it.
Yes. And then we can, if you want, you can add a little
A little
onion.
green,
Yeah.
red onion to that?
Yes,
Okay.
And I think I left the ginger garlic paste. That also can go with this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, we're not that far out of into this process.
Yes.
So this is all this is chopped garlic and
ginger.
grated ginger. Okay.
Yes.
So that makes a lot of sense. And
Yes. And then we can mix it up.
okay, yeah.
That will
absolutely.
go, yeah. You can do it early or a little bit later. It's
Might
okay.
be actually good to kind of, wait a little bit on it because sometimes garlic can get a little bit bitter. So,
Right.
but nice.
So, and then slow cook it for half an hour, 45 minutes, and it will taste good, and you can eat it, leftovers next
Right.
day.
Oh,
It's
I
even
can-
better.
And I can imagine that is probably good on all sorts of things, right?
Yes. Now, you can eat it with bread. You can you eat it like a soup, by
I
itself.
could see it like as like a side to like something that you did on the grill. I could see it even. I could eat this for breakfast. I think with some eggs.
Oh, yeah,
You
you
know,
can
I mean,
try
I
that.
really
You can
could.
try
Now,
that.
I want to give this a try. I think what we'll do is let's get some of this out of the way so that
Okay.
I can give my. Let's see. Let me grab a pad real quick here. Don't want to. This is warm, so I'm just gonna get this off right here,
Okay.
and I can give my full attention to.
To the best part of any making.
Right.
Let's, try.
Let's see here. So what we would do is present something like this.
Yes.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Yes. And then try. And here is a spoon. Do you need
I've got a
Yeah.
spoon right here that I
Okay.
can use. All right. Oh, and the consistency on this bread is awesome. It's like little pillowy, but at the same time, got a nice little chew there. All right. So, Cholae first there. Let's see here.
like it?
Like it is not strong enough of a word.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's so delicious.
Oh, thank you.
They've kept their texture.
Yes.
It's not mush.
No.
Like, I see what you mean by pressing it because it didn't hit all of those.
No, no.
Gave a nice little
just
body
a
to the
little
sauce
bit.
around
Yes,
it.
Yes.
But the ones that it didn't get, such a beautiful texture. And that raw onion, the texture of the raw onion,
Yes, yes.
that is so
Just
good.
the sulfur hits you.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, I have to try this. All right. That is like dessert. Sarada, wonderful job. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having
Highly
me.
encourage you to make this. This is delicious.
Thank you very
Join
much.
us next time. Thanks for watching Community Cooking.
Thanks.
Great
Bye.
job. This is
Thank
really
you.
good.
If you would like a copy of the recipe seen on this show, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Office of Cable and Community Relations, 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200. That's in Torrance, California, 90503. Be sure to note the show number and the date you saw the show. And don't forget, you can find all the fresh ingredients used on today's show at the Farmers Market. Visit the one here in Torrance at Wilson Park. They're located at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. They're open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, give us a call at 310-618-5762 or email us at communitycooking@torranceca.gov.